in terms of utilizing mantiq for refutation, especially of the Trinity, but then sort of kicking that or throwing that tool aside and saying, forget it now, we have nusus, and that's it. Do you see where I'm coming from? That we just use our Quranic verses and our hadiths for ourselves, but when it comes down to taking down another thought, dismantling another thought, we rely upon mantiq. Could you expound upon that? It seems to be a type of conflict. Like you want to use this principles to tear down the Trinity, for example, or to debunk it, but then in our own theology, those concepts are not present.
Okay, well, if you use particular concepts or particular philosophical principles to defend the religion, the idea here, when you invite people to the religion, when you invite people to God, I think that the place of reason or the office of reason takes priority, because if someone does not accept the authority of the Quran, you can't tell them the Quran says such and such. They don't accept the authority of the Quran. So the authority here is that of reason. So you will have to basically use rational arguments to convince them. Once they arrive, and now like when you arrive at the door of the king, you leave your horse or mule or donkey outside the door, and you come in barefooted. And then when you walk into the presence of the king, then you listen. If I come to you with a message from the king, I need to establish that this is from the king. When you arrive in their presence, the presence of the king of the kings, then you need to listen and obey. Sami'na wa ata'na. Now, even when, but this does not mean, and I understand that we're trying to talk about, the balance between reason and revelation, and this does not mean that we will turn reason off, because in our hermeneutical system, we rely a lot on contextuality and intertextuality. We have to check, the different reconciliation between different texts, and the context of the revelation and all of that. So a system of hermeneutics that relies this much on contextuality and intertextuality will not want you to turn it off. But it would want you to not contest the sort of the definitive proofs of revelation by sort of rational sort of arguments. Now, how can we establish the balance? That is the whole discourse between,
of course,
the universal law and the or harmony between reason and revelation. And I believe that the definitive, whether it is, the binary is not between reason and revelation. The binary is between definitive and speculative. So whatever it is that is definitive, we take it, whether it is from reason or revelation, and we prioritize it over the speculative. And when you have conflict between speculative and speculative, then you have to look for what's more probative.